survivors, and welcome to Surviving Mars here on the PlayStation 4. Got Next Gaming, Emp One Way here with you. We are bringing in part 2 of Surviving Mars, and we had a little bit of a rough start as we were trying to figure things out. I think I got a better handle on stuff, though. We should be in better shape. We're bringing in a decent amount of water and oxygen, and we have some stored up stuff as well. The demand is not very high because we're not really using this stuff. We're kind of just storing stuff up for now, getting it to where we can so that we can eventually get us a dome. That's our mission here, is to get a dome up and running, get some colonists in here to start off. The founders is what they call them. And we're going to try to get that going so you can see we have 62 water. We can hold up to 100. And our capacity for oxygen is 100 as well. And we're increasing. We have no demand on that stuff. So far, power right now is in pretty decent shape. Yeah, so we have hourly production is 24. We have 200 stored. And our demand right now is 15. So that's looking pretty good. We may add another few of these here. We got a decent amount of resources as well. If we take a look, we have metals. We have concrete. We do have some polymers and electric and machine parts. We may want to bring a rocket back in here because we do have another rocket. We have 3 more rockets that we can use. But we're going to see what we want to build next here. I'm not really sure what's next on our list. We built the moisture vaporizer. We built the Moxie. We don't have anything there that we can really do as far as that stuff goes. Extractors would be nice, but we need a dome for that. I think we're going to have to focus on the dome. We should probably drop a large solar panel because we have the metal for it, and it'll produce 5 more. This way we don't run into any issues as far as power goes, right? I think that might be a great idea, just to kind of get us in a good spot power-wise. That's the one thing that really kind of scares me a little bit, you know, is the power situation. So I think I'm going to put that up here, though, and we're going to place it there. Perfect. So one at a time. We're not going to overspend, you know, our resources because it's more about resources than money anyway. Only when we're getting supply shipments do we really need to worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's any metal that we should need to take a look at. Let's see if are we scanning anything? We're not scanning anything right now. We probably should maybe scan. That's 49, that's 48. We should probably scan. No, that's a little bit far away. They're all far away when you think about it. Let's start scanning that right now. And we'll zoom in there. We'll come on back in. I think we're going to put our dome right here. I think this might be a good spot to kind of work it off. And then we can kind of start building the solar panels this way. Because we're getting the sun from that side anyway. I mean, the sun wraps around, obviously. But, yeah, that's where we're kind of at. So it might be a better bet to do that for ourselves. Do we want to bring another rocket in here? Do we want to try to find some metal? I don't know. Let's get the transport here to see what we got to do. So let's see if we can select the target. So this is metal here. So we'll send that over there to harvest those resources. We want all the metal we can possibly get. Things are kind of moving a little bit slowly here. What do we need to get our dome going is what we need to know, right? So let's scroll on over to domes. Basic dome, 20 metal, 10 polymers, and 80 cement, or concrete, I should say. Plenty of concrete, plenty of metals. The polymers we're a little short on. We do have 12, so we'll have enough to build the first dome, but we're going to have to really consider working on getting more polymers soon. We do need colonists, though, to work. We need workers for that. So that's going to be something to consider when we finally do get the dome going. We'll have living quarters. We'll have enough cement to do most of this stuff. Not to make a playground, because you need polymers for that. We do not have the electronics to do a school yet. Or we do have enough to do a research lab, which will help research go a little bit faster. But we need 9 workers, 3 per shift. We're not going to have a lot of workers for that right away. Residential space is 8, and this will give us 14. If we have a nursery, if we want to bring in children, I can bring in children right away. And it takes a while before you're allowed to have children. Before they let you have children, there's a kind of a thing to it. This is a space bar. That's for like recreation. That'll keep them happy. Needs workers. Diner needs workers. Infirmary needs workers. Probably important to build the infirmary right away. Open air gym will be nice. The casino will keep them happy. Security station for sure for crime, but that's going to be a little bit later on too. 9 workers for that. So all these places kind of require workers. Not the open air gym. The grocer needs 3, 1 per shift, and this needs 3, 1 per shift. So, all right, that's interesting. All right, so dome it is. I think we're gonna just I think we should just do it. I think we should just do it. Just do the dome. No cable connection, of course. We have to run our power and run our pipes as well to get all this going. Can we rotate this? Does it matter if we rotate it? It kind of does matter. No, not really. Uneven terrain. We could do that there. It's kind of close. I don't want it too far away, but I also don't want it too close as well. I mean, you know what? That's a good a spot as any, right? And then we got to drop a rocket down next to it anyhow. So towards the top part of this, we can drop the rocket down, right? So this is where it's going to go, placing it. That's it. That's our dome. And then the rocket kind of land here. We have to land a rocket close by for the colonists to go out. There's more cement over here. Or concrete, I should say. I keep calling cement. Too much 7 days to die, folks, you know? So we're going to let that go. They're going to start putting together the stuff that they need to build that. We're going to need to consider which vehicle battery is low. Oh, that vehicle battery is low. He's still gaining metals. So he should be ready to go soon. Not too far away, though. We'll be able to get him back on the battery that he has. Zoom in there a little bit. Oh, look at that. It's trying to pick up some metal. And that's done. All right, so let's get ahead and move you. We're going to have you go back over here. And you're going to unload your stuff, right? So we're going to have you unload your resources right there. Perfect. So that will come on back in. And there we go. I need to figure out what I could do with these guys here. I'm just... So we finished the low G fungi research. Fungi. I need to figure out what better to do with the rover. I'm not really certain how this helps me. I may not take a rover the next time I ever play this, if I ever play this over again. Because I really honestly don't know what to do with it. I'll be completely honest. These drones kind of roam around on their own doing their thing. And some of these drones are part of this rover. So I guess I can use it when we start branching out a little bit more. Per se, I guess. I don't know. Something to definitely consider. But let's take a look at the... Where's my Explorer, actually? That's a good idea. Let's take a look where my Explorer might be. That is still going. There's no anomalies anywhere. Should we use it like an orbital scan for this side over here? Let's drop an orbital scan just like down here.
Sector scan. Milestone achieved. We have an oxygen shortage.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. Buildable area 65, 93 metals. That's not too shabby. We only have 3 orbital scans left, so we're going to be careful with those. I used one there. All right, so autosave. We shall let it autosave, and then we got to we're going to hook up the pipes and the power to the dome here. I got to say that this is not too... It's not too bad to play on the PS4. So, what am I doing? Oh no, I don't want to do that. This is not too bad to play on the PS4. Actually, it's nicely done. Let's put it that way. So, I'm not having a difficult time at all with any of this. And then I think we can do it like that, right? Bam, there we go. Yeah, that'll make the connections. So that's good. And then we're gonna get rid of that. Now we're gonna do power. We need power cables. So we do have a power cable. Right there. All right, so we want to kind of run that along here. That should connect. All right, I should connect nicely. Actually, it looks pretty good. Not too bad. I like the way I did that. Looking pretty decently. All right, so once we get power here and we get the oxygen in there, we got water now. We're gonna have to build living quarters. So let's go ahead and do... Oh, we gotta get out of that. And it looks like our rocket is ready to go. It's ready to take off. We want to get rid of it. We have nothing to put on it. I don't know if we should just keep it here or just let it. We can let it go. Let's just activate. Take off in progress. Let it go. We'll call back for more resources soon. We're going to need more resources. We're going to need polymers, electronics, and machine parts more than anything else. And we're going to need colonists too. But let's go ahead and get our living situation going here. So we need living quarters first. So that's 10 concrete. And we got to put that in here. We'll put it right there. It fits nice. I don't have to rotate anything. It's kind of close to the entrance. Do it. All right. Sector was scanned. So we have to select a new sector to scan. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's at the top of the map there. There's some water there. There's some rare metals there, which is going to be very important. I like how they put a little dollar sign on that. Let's explore that one next. 49%. Here comes some meteors raining down over there on the right side. Come back in, and there's our dome, folks. All right, I'm excited about this. The dome is in, ready to go. Let's go ahead and call in our resupply rocket. Do we want a passenger rocket? I think we do. Age group. Let's look at the age groups. We don't want any children. We don't want any seniors just yet. So we're looking at all of that stuff in between. Rocket capacity is 12, and we have room for 14 residents on Mars right now. Young colonists will be able to work in all buildings. They're able to work in all buildings. And then middle age can work in all of the... they're close to retirement. They're approaching retirement, still able to work in buildings. Alright, so it looks like it could be pretty good. We're going to rename this rocket, though. I don't like the Cooperation 1. This is going to be the USS Populate. That's it. The USS Populate is about to come. It's carrying all of our colonists. It's gonna be pretty interesting. All right, I think that's what we need. Let's just let them launch, and we're gonna have to land them somewhere by here. So it's gonna be landing somewhere in this area. In the meantime, let's take a look around. Let's make sure everything's kind of running the way we need it to. 66 metals, 106 concrete. We're still doing good on the concrete side of things. And we do have some things to address as far as that goes. We're going to definitely have to bring in a supply rocket as well. It looks like they're starting to drop the... what do they call this? The waste stone. Wasted rock over here. So we're going to have to build another thing here. Yeah, alright. So we have to do another storage plot. Storage and a dumping site, right? Dumping site. I mean, we could put that right next to the other one. As far as I'm concerned, they could just do that over there. That's good. Good stuff. All right. We launched a rocket from Mars, and we're launching a rocket to Mars. And we need to get this guy here. Aw. Aw. I keep doing it. There we go. We're going to get you over here to the wire so that you can charge up. There you go. He'll start getting a charge. Good stuff. All right, we need to find more metals, though. So they're dumping that. Is that metal? Is that considered metal? That's not metal. That's metal. All right, so it's charged up. We're going to send them over that way. You can start getting some more metals for us. Moving pretty fast. That is built. That looks nice. I like it. And, all right, so supply rocket time. We're going to bring in a cargo rocket. We need some more stuff. So we need any prefab buildings. Maybe another moisture vaporator until we find water. We don't really have any water to go after right now. Fuel refinery. Fuel from water. A generator we don't really need right now. Machine factory, electronics factory. We can order these up without actually having. We can spend money to get these. Let's not consider that just yet. We don't need. I don't know. One drone costs 30 Martian. We might be better off getting like a drone hub, because that comes with some drones, right? That's 150. Right, what we definitely need is, I say we bring a little bit more food in, just for kicks and giggles. We definitely want more polymers, maybe 15 of each. Doesn't really get too expensive. Capacity is 44,000. For our payload, and it looks like we have, we're not using too much there. And do we do a prefab building? Do we want to load this thing up? We want to bring a drone hub in too, right? Do we really want to load this thing up to like the gills, maybe? Go as high as we can with some of this stuff. I don't want to really waste the rocket. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. This is the Courage 1. We're going to rename it. If you guys any ideas for naming rockets, by all means, please let me know. The USS we'll call it the Voyager. I think we're going to launch it like that. Launch. Okay. So we got a supply rocket coming down. We got our colonists are coming as well. The founders are going to be coming soon. They're going to be coming into here. And we're going to figure out stuff for them to do. We're going to have to build more stuff for this dome. What do we want to build for the dome? What are we going to put inside of here? A nursery, a playground, a school, maybe a research lab. That'll kind of help a lot. Oh, we got to get more research going. We have no research that we're doing right now. So this is one electric part for maintenance, and 8 to build it. So we'll have 1 left over for maintenance after we build it. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do the research lab. I'm gonna build it right there. I like that spot. Bam. Okay. And we gotta check our power situation. Make sure we have enough power. We have -1 stored. We're empty on storage, so we're definitely gonna have to bring in. I'm not bringing any water, and of course the rocket's gonna be coming. Is it coming in? And we can't wait too long to land that either, otherwise they'll all die. A tragic, horrible death. Decommission protocol, no. We want them to move 25% faster. I like that idea. And we definitely need to bring in more power here. So we're going to have to get more batteries and more solar panels. So let's do that right away before we do anything else. I thought we were well ahead on the electricity part, but I guess we're not. We're going to bring this guy in here. We'll drop that down. We're probably going to have to put a connection for it, which is fine. And then we're going to build... I think we're going to start building these out this way as well. And we might want to bring another battery in, because clearly we're going through... Total demand is 31. Our hourly production is 29. Stored power is 18. Max output is 20. We're going to build it. We might want to build another battery. That's not a bad idea either. Power accumulator... Yeah, we can put that there, because we're going to start putting the solar panels out this way, more or less. And this guy here needs to be connected, or is it connected? Yeah, it must be connected to power. That's that. And that's that. That should get a connection on its own. Let's see what happens with that. We're waiting for them to finish it off.
We have a power shortage.
That's because it's nighttime. This is clearly not producing enough power.
Resources are low. We have a power shortage.
What resources are low? Yikes. We're going to bring these people in here.
Scan. Select the sector to scan.
We have no power for the dome. We got 95 hours till they die. Oh boy. Things are getting a little rough here. We got to get our colonists in here safe. We got to get things rolling, moving here quick. Here comes the sun. Okay, so we're getting power back up again. Wow. Okay, so we're producing 34 an hour, which is fine. This needs maintenance, which is probably why it's not storing. Maintenance has already been requested. What are we short on? I don't know. I'm not sure what we're short on, but we're going to get the... this guy's got to be ready to go, right? Yeah, so we're going to have him come back and drop off the metals for us. And then I'm not sure what we're short of. This here needs polymers, which we don't have. So we're going to have to land both of these rockets. So let's land Courage 1 first. And let's rotate that a little bit. No. Like that. Nope. Boom, like that. Bring that down. The next one's going to come down with our colonists on it. And things will be rolling. So we're going to start bringing that one in as well. We're going to drop that one down right there like that. It's near a dome, which is good. So they'll be able to run inside. So they're going to grab all the stuff that we brought back, which is a lot of polymers and stuff. That'll get fixed. That's good. And here comes the rocket. We're going to... All right, so new beginning. The next 10 souls will be full of difficulties and dangers, but also with great promises and opportunities. It is now to us to prove that Mars can be a doorway to greater riches and the future of human civilization. Even the most epic adventures begin with a single step. I will leave this on the screen for about 10 more seconds, and you guys can pause if you want to read the rest of it. Effect and hint, blah, blah, blah. Close, and let's watch our guys come in. This is exciting. Look at them run. Let's slow that down. They're not really running that fast. But look at them all come on in. Nice. That is good stuff right there. They're all going to live in their houses now. That's really cool. I'm digging it. That's it. Go home. Go live in your little homes. Haha. Oh, there's one up there. He's laying down in bed. Oh, look at that. Taking a nap. That was a long, hard trip, I know. Got to take a nap after that trip. I get it. They're all taking a nap. All right, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Is anybody working yet? The shift did start and they're working. Look at that. Inactive work shift. What? Why are they inactive? Inactive work shift. I don't know. All right, whatevers. I mean, it is what it is. We have to scan a new sector. So we have the 2 rockets down. Let's go and scan. Start scanning that one. And zoom back into that. And there we go. I think that's going to be a good spot to kind of put this, folks. We've got our colonists landed safely. We've got a whole bunch of new resources coming in here. We should be in pretty decent shape. 69 metals, 140 concrete, plenty of food to start off with. We've got our polymers, electrics, machine parts. We're in pretty good shape. We're going to consider next time around to bring in some of the factories, right? So we're going to have to start producing our own stuff. So we're going to need a polymer factory, electronics factory, and a machine parts factory. These things definitely need resources. So we have the metals and we have the machine parts for that. You need to prefab for this building. We need to prefab for the machine parts as well. So we can build a polymers factory, but we have to prefab these 2. So we'll have to bring a supply rocket in for those. And then we'll build this as a polymer factory, because polymers are going to be super important for a lot of other things as well. But we're still looks like we're having power issues here. Something to definitely kind of consider. We're going to request maintenance for that. And then, yeah, we got to consider what's going on here with as far as this goes. I thought we had enough of these solar panels, but clearly we do not. And we have an excess of that. We're going to need more storage as well. All right, but I think this is a good place to kind of put it. We'll bring it back and fix all this up in the next episode. We'll get everything rolling, but we kind of got our basis here of this rolling, and we're going to have to figure out our power issues as well. But leave your comments below, leave a like for the video, subscribe for more Surviving Mars. I will see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.